this is Steve at heavenlysign2017.com. Now, for easier reading, I'll be reading out of the New American Standard Version. You neglected the rock who begot you, and forgot the God who gave you birth. Now then, as many of you know, we are presently in the Hebrew year 5777. The 5,777th verse in the Bible is found in what I just read, chapter 32, verse 18. The 2 digits of the chapter equals 5, which we know represents grace, followed by the verse number of 18, which is the year following our current year, 2017. The verse reads, "You neglected the rock who begot you, and forgot the God who gave you birth." We know this is speaking of Israel here. I find it interesting that in this 5,777th verse, we find this amazing statement in which the word birth is included. Israel, as well as the church, was begat by God. The context clearly makes reference to a time of trouble, which begins, I believe, after the rapture and precedes the return of our Lord Jesus Christ. Now 32 plus 18 also equals 50, a jubilee. Much can also be said about the number of words and letters in this verse. 6 words, 6 being symbolic of man, and 22 letters. Now I want you to notice the book chapter in the verse is 5:32:18, which equals 55, a double 5, which represents grace times 2, or double grace. In the original text, the word for unmindful, which means to forget, is shaya, which has a gematria value of 710. Now, interestingly, in Revelation 3:3, the word for watch has the exact same gematria value as unmindful, or forgot. Now, I understand that Deuteronomy 32:18 has always been the 5,777th verse in the Bible. But in the year 1776, or the year my grandfather was born, I also understand that it would have had little significance to those living at that time. I believe it has enormous significance for us and Israel at this present time. God could very well have arranged any verse to be in the 5,777th place, but he didn't. For example, if Judges 4:21 had been the 5,777th verse, it would not have had such significance as does Deuteronomy 32:18. But Jael, Heber's wife, picked up a tent peg and a hammer and went quietly to him while he lay fast asleep, exhausted. She drove the peg through his temple into the ground, and he died. Ouch. No relevance. Now, since I was looking at the 5,777th verse, I couldn't resist looking at the following 7 years on the Hebrew calendar, which marks the years of the tribulation. I found this to be interesting as well. Not just that it speaks of God's judgment regarding Israel, but that when we take the total gematria value of each of these 7 verses, they equal 1132, 3530, 1352, 4316, 1184, 3733, and 3117 respectively, which, when added together as a whole, equal 18,364. By adding the total of these digits, 18,364, together, we're given the number 22, a number that represents chaos and disorder. Here's some of the information that we're given on the number 22. So as you can see, we have a lot of information on the number 22, but 22 is double 11, which symbolizes disorder and chaos. It can represent a concentration of disorganization. Now, based upon my unswerving belief that we serve a supremely sovereign God, I went further and I found this to be of interest. Even within the 5 digits of 18,364, we find the following. 1 plus 8 equals 9. 8 plus 3 plus 6 plus 4 equals 21. And 8 plus 3 plus 6 equals 17. Now, as a side note, the Hebrew word in the original text for shofar has a gematria value of 988. I got this by typing in the actual Hebrew word in Hebrew. Interestingly, the 3 words, Lion of Judah, have the same gematria value of 988. When we add the 3 digits, 988, it equals 25. The number 25 means grace upon grace. This interesting gematria was drawn to my attention by one of our viewers named Ivan. The gematria value of the 4 words east, west, north, and south have a gematria value of 2017. Another one of our viewers often sends me gematria values as well. I thank all of you who send me this stuff. I thank each and every one of you for the encouragement that you give me, that you're constantly giving me. If you found this to be helpful or encouraging in any way, please click like, share, and subscribe. I continue to pray for you all constantly. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for your continued prayers. I love you all, I truly do. And until next time, this is Steve. Thanks for watching.